Hello,
Since
everybody.
do you see what I
Welcome
see?
to what? Let
Do you
me
think
intro. We finally would have had a good intro. God damn.
maybe on episode 8?
Anyway, welcome, everybody. This is a special edition of Roast. We did not, well, your usual crypto marketing roast that already had 6 episodes, and we already roasted the big ones, which is unexpected, but also not unexpected. And thanks so much for tuning in again. This is Reka. I work at Risk Zero and Boundless, mostly marketing stuff. And this is Emily.
Hi, this is Emily. Check out my new microphone. I can do ASMR now.
Amazing microphone setups, guys. We did not start today. We have had a career before this. Anyway, mine is blurred out for some reason. Either way, it's a short one.
Just some context. I texted Reka last night and I was like, hey, please, I'm on my knees. Will you come on this stream with me tomorrow? I'd really like to giggle. And should we do a crypto marketing roast on these April Fools campaigns? And also, I do need to shout out Miggy from Sofon because he seeded the idea. And I was like, this thread is growing. Why not?
Mm-hmm. The sentiment's been absolute ass, if I can be crass a little bit. It's been really hard to. I know. I'm
Shots
never.
fired.
I know. So sentiments have been crazy, sad, and underwhelming, to say the least. So Emily and I are here to scoop us up, and all 50 of you that are currently watching, but I know the rewatch would give me crazy numbers, all of us up from the feeds and give a little giggle, give a little shout out, have something else to talk about that's a little more positive. And so we'll go through that thread. Thank you, Miggy. Thank you, Emily. Thank you for everyone who tagged yourselves and your own campaigns for us to have something to roast. We'll have 2 scales. We're investigating 2 questions. One, would this get us? Would we think it's real? And the second is, how creative is this?
Oh, and 3, did it make me laugh? Is that good? Also,
it's really
I
good.
misunderstood you, Reka. I thought you said the April Fool's campaigns were ass. And I was like, what? Shots fired. I was like, geez,
No.
we didn't even start.
I haven't seen them. I'm doing the blind react situation, but no, the sentiment has been ass. Not
Okay,
the,
yeah, the industry, right? We're a little
the
tired.
industry's ass.
Okay, so this is gonna be a little pick-me-up.
Yay! Let's
Also,
go, team.
where are you? Why does it look like you're in a cave?
Because it's
Should
blurred.
be daytime still. Okay.
Well, it's, I have curtains, so the lighting's blue. But it's also like a top level house. Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, we're pulling this up.
Yes.
And I'm going to filter by latest maybe, or should I just go through like this?
I think I like the ranking that Twitter gives because it also uses some of your social network and the relevancy. So let's go like that.
Okay. First one.
Rosie and 10 Protocol.
Hey, also, if you guys want your campaigns roasted, make sure you comment on the thread. I'm specifically calling Booga out.
Yeah, go Zerion. Also, Zerion has been posted. Miggy's thread under this includes Zerion, I think, so we're good. But just in case. All right. Let's go, team.
Can you see this?
Yes.
Major 10 announcement. Red blaring alarms.
We're proud to announce.
Okay, you read it, Rika. You have a better narration voice.
No, you're American.
It's very calming.
All right. Major 10 announcement. We're proud to announce that this person has been promoted to the newly created position of Chief Hashing Authentication Double Checker Chad at 10 Protocol. In this critical role, Bhavya will personally inspect every single transaction process through our network. Can we check if this person works there? That would be even funnier. Or if he doesn't work there.
I'm hovering. He does. And he still has Chad in his profile.
What a Chad.
Okay, there's a thread. There's a whole thread.
Wow. You read.
Okay. As the world's first Chad capital letters, Chad. I'm going to hold my microphone. Bhavya will implement our new manual transaction verification systems, ensuring that every hash is properly encrypted by physically examining each transaction. This is apparently like a revolutionary breakthrough. So he's going to inspect every single transaction on 10 with his bare hands and specifically modified retinas that can directly interface with encrypted data streams. It requires superhuman abilities, including the capacity to process 7,000 transactions per second using only the naked eye and an encrypted magnifying glass. He's been training for this since birth.
Wow.
And they even have a testimonial quote from him. I've always been able to see patterns in encryption that others can't.
All right. Well, I do have a critique. I didn't like the image. The image is giving nothing, but the idea is funny. I did laugh. You laughed.
I would have loved this as a video. I would love a corporate style video where Chad comes up in a suit.
He's like, guys, I'm so excited to announce that I have joined as the chief hashing whatever director. My abbreviations will be Chad. I'm the first Chad of the industry. I've been training for this since birth.
And then it zooms out and it shows his 47 screens and his little monocle.
I was born for something completely different, but I've been training for this, even though I was not supposed to be this. Fun. All right.
I did say congratulations to him, though.
Yeah.
For his promotion.
Would this have gotten you? Would you have believed this if you read it? Because I suspect I wouldn't have read it. My only thing is that.
It would have gotten me maybe on. I'm vulnerable and I'm on Twitter early in the morning before I eat. So it could have gotten me until I read maybe like at least the 5th tweet when I saw maybe after his quote.
The retinas.
Maybe that's when I'm like, wait, what's going on here? 47 screens seems unreasonable.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's when I would have realized. What about you?
If I got into the training since birth and inspecting every single transaction by hand, and that's in the main post, but also in the third one, I knew then that this is fake. You can't do that. Even though blockchains are quite limited and they don't scale too well. Shout out ZK for solving that later. But I totally would have gotten that. And yeah, that would have made me not believe this.
All right.
Which is great. Because imagine if you get into a scenario like Near did when we don't know if it's fake or real.
Yeah. I mean, that's most of my daily life these days on Twitter. It's like, is this real? Is this fake? Is this a joke? Who knows?
Sad.
Should we see another one?
Yeah. Number 2.
Okay. So this is actually Adelia hijacking my thread to then get a Jake race campaign.
I mean, that was
race contest.
I'm really excited to get in to the Jake race one. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I've seen it on my feeds.
I really liked his suit. Okay. This is not Web3.
But even more appreciated, Charlie mentioned. Remember my article about? I remember this today. I wrote about Charlie and ZK. ZK being in this pre-Brett era. When did I have that amount of brain space to come up with this? Take me back. I'm surviving.
It was before your whole brain turned into a berry. I was there as well. I was there. Circa January 2025, where it was just like nonstop berries. Like,
oh god.
Berry Styles, Halle Berry.
Berry Jam for our Spaces sessions.
Berry Compote, which is Berry Compute. Also, you've mentioned ZK twice now. So anytime Reika mentions ZK, you need to take a shot of green juice. That is the game we're playing.
Berry juice, come on.
Berry juice. Antioxidants. Okay, so this would have gotten me because you know what did get me? There was one that got me, and it was Rick Owens selling to LVMH for $500 million. I immediately sent it to Adriana, who you know, and I was like, that's crazy. She fashion.
I feel like, well, if you know Rick Owens, 500 mil isn't that crazy for Rick Owens.
That's why I was like, that's believable, right? And then
Yeah.
I Googled it and I was like, oh wait, they got me again. I'm just vulnerable and recaffeinated.
But for the Charlie one, they picked such a good picture because it's like all black. But if you know Charlie and you know her style, it's not very Balenciaga. So it would not. Mm.
I mean, she is versatile. She is versatile.
Sure.
I think she could give Balenciaga. But yeah, she's more than that.
Mm-hmm. And it would have totally gotten me, though. It did not make me laugh one bit, but it would have probably gotten me, especially before breakfast in bed.
Okay, fair enough. All right, we have a Noma. Let me zoom in on this one for you. Introducing, drum roll. Can you hear this?
Yes.
Okay. Arcana, a new magical language where intents are expressed by casting spells. Warning, miscast spells may summon thieving trolls. I'm staring down Reika to see if she's laughing, and I don't see it.
No, not one bit. But the thing is, I know Anoma well enough to find this interesting, but it just isn't funny, you know? Like, it's a good one. It's like, I get it, you know? Like, you did a thing.
You're like, it's cute. You're like, oh, cute try. Pat, like a little pat. Like, good job.
Like, look at you go. You did an April Fool's post. Good job.
Yay.
Now back to intense content.
Now back to intense.
You know, but this reminds me though, we should have, and I just posted this 1 minute before the stream. I so miss doing crypto stuff that's just for funsies and just shooting stuff. Like you just go for it. And this feels like that a little bit. You know, when you're just like, you know what?
Reika, you do that every day. What do you mean? You miss just posting things for funsies? Like that's your whole feed.
No, but I feel like I do so much strategizing and intentionality. Right. I just want to put stuff out sometimes without worrying about the quality. Does this have a good hook and intention? Is this taking the industry forward? Is this taking my prerogative forward and I'm going to push forward? I'd love to just shoot the shit.
You would love to just shit post. Every day for you, it's April Fool's, if you'd like it to be.
That's exactly what I was trying to get at. Thank you for translating my thoughts. I wonder if we could just have more whimsy and just have April Fools more often as an industry.
You know what I learned recently? You know, the very first app on the App Store was a fart app. And it was to a point where Tim Cook was like, can you guys please stop making more fart apps? And then Tesla also has like a fart app in the car. And then now we have like the Ghibli stuff. And like, you can just like, I actually think at the center of our hearts, we just want to be silly and children.
Return to tradition.
Yeah.
Is what we've been saying. Back to our original form. Just being silly goofy.
Okay.
Dave. Let's go, Dave. I love this. I giggled. I saw multiple people posted about it. So it's even more legit. It was so good. Other people posted Dave in a suit in an office. Trapped by Dave.
This one actually made me laugh. And then I was like, Dave, when ETH FIDI? And then did you see he doubled down?
I did.
He made a Luma.
I love when a person is sticking to the bit and just doing it for the. He changed his PFP.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What he did not do though was he didn't commit all the way because his Telegram is still DeFi Dave and he still has a fur coat on. So that's my only comment. But other than that, like this one, flying scores here.
Huge even. Love. We did laugh. You giggled too, right?
I laughed so hard.
Same. I was scrolling in my despair on Twitter and I was just like, is that Dave in a suit? And then I was like, TradFi, Dave? Yes.
But did you also see the quote retweet? It's like, we're proud of Dave's transition. And the funniest thing though is it took me a while to get it because I know Dave and I've seen his face and I'm like, what transition? That's still Dave. It took me a while to see the TradFi Dave.
You're too woke. You're too woke. Come on. In this political climate, this is a really brave tweet.
I know.
This is rejecting tradition. This is rebellion.
Okay, the next one we have here is Zerion.
Okay,
Zerion
I'll read
Kids.
it. Want your kid to start making money early enough to save for college? Introducing Kids Mode. Limited trading time. Parental controls. Filtered adult content. Wow. You know this was
Damn,
made
imagine being born and having just like
a wallet.
wrapped BTC and Ethereum.
You know, honestly though, I don't know why this is not part of the market, and this is not me making excuse to exploit children. If anything, the opposite. But kids understand phones so hard, and they know technology somehow, and obviously they don't understand the underlying things, which they would never. But why don't we build the games that like would be farming stuff for children, and then they are essentially farming because they would just be playing. Some of these kids are iPad kids and they're just on their phones. Why don't we build things that create demand for your chain or whatever that your prerogative is, and just give it to kids?
So child labor, Reka, is that what I'm hearing?
But for fun.
Okay, I actually, Zerion, if you're watching this, I actually have a request. I would love a filtered adult content on my own wallet because some of these token names, like, I don't need to be seeing that in my wallet.
True.
I am at least 2 years old. I would really like that in mine.
True.
Okay, would this get you?
This is good. It would make me giggle. It did make me giggle. I would not believe it though.
I would not believe it. This was actually the first. This was the first April Fool's post I saw yesterday. I shared it with the Hype team, and I was watching to make sure I don't get tricked again after the Rick Owens one. So, yeah, this one did not get me, but I did think it was clever.
Did you make any April Fool's content for any of your clients? Do you know about that?
No comment. I'm kidding. Yeah, we did. I didn't. My team did.
Fun. How many in percentage?
Also, in case you don't know, because we've already mentioned ZK twice. So Hype is a crypto native marketing agency. Hello, my name is Emily. We have been around for 8 years now. We have a team of 90. And yeah, we're in the trenches all the time. We're just doing crypto marketing.
Not you plugging and introducing yourself at 18 minutes in. That's crazy work. Get into it, woman.
All right, Sweeland.
Wait. I have one more question. What was the percentage? As I'm interviewing a marketing agency leader, you know?
Oh, the percentage?
Of your clients had April Fool's content that you guys helped with?
Just like doing very quick maths, maybe 30%.
Fair enough. That's
normal.
What are you drinking? Water.
Okay.
Don't out me like that. I could have lied. You didn't out me. I could have lied.
It could have been tequila in the mug.
Never. All right. Sweeland. Important announcement. Do you want to read or should I read?
Okay. Can you read this one? It's kind of long.
Sure. I'll do the child labor once more. Important announcement. After much consideration, Sweeland has decided to migrate to Aptos, the one and only move chain. Here are some reasons for this decision. We're doing too well on Sui, so leaving will give other teams a chance to innovate. Aptos has lower origination fees, making it a better choice. We want to thank Aptos pioneers like these two dudes for helping us reach this decision. Please follow AppPlan for more updates. Wow. This would have totally got me. I have no idea. Like
Wait.
this sounds like a sound decision to me.
They committed to the bit and they actually created a page. Is this a joke or is this real?
I like this. I like the commitment. I like how like 400 followers. Wait, what are the wow. Huge.
This would not get me, but this definitely made me laugh.
Yeah,
I thought it was hilarious.
And it's pretty creative too. Like it's so crypto. It's the most crypto out of all of them so far. Like obviously you're going other places because of liquidity issues and you're doing too well on one chain.
I know if they didn't include this line, because this is a bit high ego, I might have believed it. This line is where I'm like, okay, there's no way.
But that's the most fun line also. TradFi Dave content. I hope he stays like that. Shout out. All right. Milky Way, sorry. No.
Oh, we can see YouTube comments now?
I know. I was just looking like, damn, thank you. Thank you for joining from YouTube. That's kind of wild. Wow. Thank you, Emily, for streaming to YouTube. We'll have actual permanence to our content. That's crazy.
That's wow. We have a lone soldier over on YouTube.
I know. Shout out. All right. You read this one.
Man.
All right. I can read. Don't worry.
Okay, no, I'll read it. Sorry. It's been a long day. Okay. All right. But remind me to drink water after this because I need to hydrate myself.
Or tequila.
At Milky Way, we have a long-term vision to extend our trustless security model into the real world, bringing RWAs on-chain and taking trustlessness off-chain, starting with connecting transparency, liquidity, and trust to sectors desperately in need. We've built this infrastructure to make this possible. To kick off this next chapter, we're launching crypto's first dairy-backed stablecoin, introducing Milk. To 1 liter of grass-fed organic milk, volatility-proof, calcium-rich, guaranteed, utterly stable. Curve finance, more like curd finance. By our hand, Milk USDT Moo will be the new 3 pool everyone's talking about. Don't fade.
Can you scroll down? I want to see something just a little bit. If the first comment is what I'm thinking it is. Okay, no. You know what is a huge miss with this?
What?
They did not use that meme when one woman is holding the other woman by her ponytail
God.
Makes her drink milk.
I don't like seeing that meme on my timeline. I'm like, this is a professional working environment.
But it's so well known for many years. It would have gotten more attention in my opinion. But 24K is like 25 almost is like pretty good. I have to admit it's so long I lost track half the way.
It is very long. Also, dairy was misspelled as diary, and I think that's what got engagement.
Oh, because people are like, dear diary?
Yeah. Okay, so what's your scale?
It did not make me giggle. It could have gotten me. No, actually, it wouldn't have.
It could have gotten you?
No, I take it back. No. It is creative, though, I have to say.
Okay. All right, there we go.
What is your scales?
This would not have gotten me just because, I mean, soft peg to 1 liter of grass-fed organic milk. Are you kidding me? Like, that's why when he said it would have gotten you, I'm like, really?
Well, up until like the third, you know. Okay, I don't know.
Fair. But I think it's cute. Yeah, it's cute. The Sweetland one was funnier for me. Yeah, this was cute.
All right, let's move.
By the way, I see people dropping links in the comments. Please just comment on this thread because I will eventually scroll down.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a video. Can we watch videos?
Yeah. But
can you hear it?
Oh, hey again. Yep, it's me. And despite what you may have thought, I'm actually British. Most actors dream of going viral at some point or another, but you can never quite know how it's going to happen. Over the last couple of weeks, I've had the chance to immerse myself a bit more in what crypto really is about, how it opens up this new kind of freedom, how value can move instantly, securely, and without borders. And that alone is pretty revolutionary. I suppose what I'm trying to say is just to you builders out there, just get out there, keep your chins up, and keep solving real problems and building things that people need. Right. Cheerio, chaps.
Okay, so I actually thought it was really clever. They reached out to the Solana actor and got him. And I thought that part to me is so funny because we all know his face. And I don't know if you know this, but he's live replying to comments about him right now.
Hot. Well, first of all, I have many comments. I've seen this on my feed natively, which is crazy. Because, not many of these have made it to my circles. This has. Good job, Sir Turnan. It's relevant. It references multiple memes that we're all familiar with. I think that's part of the reason why it did so well. Plus, it's a video, which we always know it goes better. The message isn't terribly clear to me, though. Like, they could have gotten heavier with the message, like make that attention a little bit more fun or useful. Huge job on the creativity front, though. And it did make me smile when I saw it. I'm like, good job. But it wasn't funny.
The biggest win for me was getting the guy. I do agree the scripting, I would have done it a little bit differently, but that is creativity, like connecting the dots and what you're saying about connecting the multiple memes. I saw this, I commented on it, and then I also, I told Amanda, I was like, this was hilarious. Good job. Moving on. Okay, so I haven't seen this yet, but apparently it's a rap battle, I think. Ooh. So we're going to watch it live together. And you can hear?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing.
We just have to say really silent, so I'll even mute myself.
Oh, okay. Well, let me make it louder.
I love you. Not. Gotta let those tusks talk. You feel me? Let me tell you a little story about a squid wanting all the glory. But the fact is we beat you, and the rest is history. Yo, it's Molly on the water chain, ain't it flown through my giga brain. You'll be cheating in the water, I've been stacking major gains. You flex 8 legs, but I'm the easy lover. It's dropping drips of dick. Yo, I'm dropping another blubber. You're soft body chair, I'm built like a tank. You got 8 legs, too many to dance. Welcome to the Walrus Party. Something wicked is coming your way. In the school we ain't here to play. Today is not your day. You're not invited. Welcome to the Walrus Party. You better get out the way. On squids like you we pray. Cause today ain't gonna be your day. Still not invited. Yo, once you did a typo, cause you can't even spell. And like a retard. Dang, boy, you smell. You creepy, slimy, scaly. You.
I think we've heard enough. It's 3 minutes. It's very creative. It's easy to make with AI. I don't know if they made it with AI, but it sounds like it's AI. I do have to say, I like all the context, so it's not funny to me. Plus, they don't give that context. Plus, it's kind of hard to hear what he's saying.
Okay, so I think it's not AI. I do think it was a bit too long. It looks like there's an actual crypto and comedy music collide. And you are completely right about there's no context. If you don't know about the SWE ecosystem, or you don't know what Oris or Ika is, then, or Ika, I don't know.
And their relationship, because this is about that too.
Yeah, it's almost like when you start watching a TV show, but you enter on season 7. And you're just like dropped there.
Or at least like episode 3.
Something like that. Love is Blind, and you go straight to like episode 6. They're already on the honeymoon.
Yeah. Or like, on the vacation, and like you see 7 couples and you're like, on their win is that this was not made for us. This was made for their own
community.
So I'll take that away from them. But
so I would have made the song a little bit shorter probably around like the 1.5 minute mark. And then I would have also animated the characters. I think that would have been more fun. Or put like the lyrics on here, like make it a lyric video. But
Yeah.
either way, it is creative execution to have a song. Okay.
Bankless.
In January, I took a leave of absence from Bankless. The stress of crypto had finally caught up with me. When I started to see bags under the eyes, wrinkles on my face, and the loss of my youthful glow, I knew I needed a break to focus on something else.
Is this a Brian
Look,
Johnson
I've gone to
thing?
great lengths to preserve my youthful complexion. People are always shocked when they learn how old I am. Yes, I'm the oldest person they know in crypto. Yes, even older than Kane Warwick, who my co-host beat up, by the way.
Is this AI?
I've survived 3 full crypto market cycles without
I think
looking a
it's
day
just
over
filtered.
30, and I'm not about to let that change. Which is why today, I'm proud to unveil the newest Bankless product line. FaceFi, the Ryan Sean Adams skin.
It feels like AI because there's like certain parts where the eyeball's like twitching weird and the mouth isn't matching, but this is a thread for introducing FaceFi. I'm staring down Reika's face because she loves skincare. Look at Hayden. Is this Hayden?
Wow. Honestly, not the worst thing I've seen. That's an AI image of Dina. Dina does not look like that. Well, you know, I like this is so much effort. They've made how many? Like 10 people
Look, to be fair,
specialized
GPT 4.0, you can do this in 2-3 prompts. You just like give it a style, you give it Vitalik, and then you tell it exactly what you want it to say in the font, and it will
Wow.
spit this out.
Still, you know, like all you have to curate it still. Like I know making the
true.
visuals isn't as like taking weeks and months as it did last year because AI's here, but still like all the descriptions, making sure it makes sense. I don't know how much it makes sense because I did not read any of it, but the video might be AI now that you're saying it too.
I think the video is AI. The one thing I'm going to comment on this is like this whole thread really shows how little women are in the industry, and that's the biggest joke of all.
Yeah. I was looking at this and I was like, I don't know if this was made by a woman. Like the dissonance, like the amount of Instagram feeds that we've absorbed in the last few years, you would not make that like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's fun. Would not have gotten me. It is creative, and I also did not laugh.
That is true. I I did laugh at Hayden. Hayden did get me. That part was funny. It would not have gotten me either. I do think it was creative. They did put effort into it. Nerdy thing about me, I just like the use of AI. I think that's a cool application, and way to go for being quick with it. I would have loved to see more women in that thread, especially because it is skincare and beauty. All right. Here's the one.
And we've got a
Let's
lot of
go.
questions recently about
Let me make this
our
bigger.
name. Both under
You know,
review.
wait, stop.
We've got a lot of questions
I can say that after. I can say it after.
Okay.
recently about our name. Is it Joker Ace, Joker Race, Joker Face, Joke Face? And to that end, we've decided that we're going to make a huge announcement today that we're very excited about to solve this problem once and for all. And we're rebranding to Jake Race. Now, Jake Race for us really represents what is core in building a startup. And that is that you want to find a target audience, in our case, Jakes. And you want to be able to own them, dominate them, and destroy them. What we intend to do is actually to solve this problem with a new technology we call Proof of Jake. Now, Proof of Jake is a really special mechanism that will be able to test that anyone is actually a Jake and able to use the product. To do this, we use a ZK-TLS mechanism in which all someone needs to do is give up their driver's license, social security number, and passport. And we can attest that they are fully a Jake. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what happens if someone lies or they doctor it? What happens if someone changes their name to Jake in order to use Jake Race? and then later it goes back to their former name. Well, for that reason, we're also building on Ivy Lake. We've actually invented a new technology, which is an AI bot that we call Bubbles. Very cute. He's really wonderful. He's a lovely little guy. And what Bubbles does is Bubbles takes a look at your accounts and sees, are you actually a Jake or not? And if for any reason Bubbles thinks you're not a Jake, Bubbles can immediately slash your entire income, can write to your employers to tell them that you haven't been working, can actually show up to your door and let your significant other know what you've been doing. And the thing is, Bubbles always knows. So for us, this really combines what we see as the best of Web 2 with the best of Web 3. And in this case, really what we mean is the best of Web 2 KYC with the best of Web 3 extraction. Everyone should be excited to sign up for Proof of Jake and get an NFT for it today. We're referring to this altogether as a brand new technology that we refer to as a ZK TLS AI NFT POJ ABS. For us, this is really core to really being able to get back to what crypto is all about, actually being able to make money verifiably by extracting it from users under the threat of violent coercion. So please join us today. My name is Jake Phelps, and oh fuck, my money. Bubbles. Hi.
So I think he actually beat Eureka. He said ZK more than you have this whole stream, so you need to step it up.
I know. David's a huge ZK influencer. Look at him go. I have this has layers. So not only is the editing hilarious, it's relevant critique of our industry and all of that. If you know David, this is a full-on costume and character. He does not wear these clothes, unironically.
Although if he pulled up to the function like this, I would not be surprised. I'd just be like him in this suit and the Nike hat. I'd be like, okay, it's just David being David, or Jake.
The
being Jake.
Accent or this is a character. This is a full-on character. Huge effort put in. I think it's hilarious to put Proof of Jake in it. As a person, I'm currently always thinking about proof of work, proof of stake, and proof of verifiable work, which is a ZK thing. But again, ZK, it's hilarious. I did laugh. It didn't get me because obviously it's a whole joke, but I did look and I watched the whole thing, and it's very creative. One of the best marketing things Joke Race has done in the past year, I would say.
I agree with you actually on your scoring. It didn't get me. Like, we know it's a joke, but it's hilarious. I actually watched the whole video as well. And I really like Bubbles. I'm like, wow, these cute brand mascots, they can really get me.
They'll extract the hell out of you. They'll make your life hell. It's huge. There's so many points. You can watch it twice and figure out even more references that they're making. It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so we already did Xerion Kids. So let's go to 11 Labs. It's not a crypto product.
It's AI.
So
baby.
let's see how Web 2 is doing. Web 2 tech.
Here at 11 Labs, we introduced the world's first ultra-realistic text-to-speech model, and then the world's most precise and accurate speech-to-text model. And today, we're taking one small step for man, and one giant leap for man's best friend. Introducing Text-to-Bark, the world's first AI-powered text-to-speech engine for dogs.
Who's a good boy?
On the back of decades of open-source linguistic research, we've supplemented our internal systems to finally begin an era of cross-species communication. But it doesn't stop there. Introducing Bark to Text for the world's most accurate human-to-canine ASR. This is more than just technology. This is a revolution. With dedicated APIs and enterprise-grade security, we fine-tuned Llama 3 to properly understand dogs, not just llamas. Try it today, only with 11 Labs.
I have to say, it would not get me. It's hilarious. It's great. It's very creative. The amount of quality work and effort they put into this video is more than what most crypto companies put into their major release campaigns. And this is for shits and giggles, for April Fools. So that says a lot about where we need to pick it up, boys.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You can just tell how large their creative teams are
Yeah.
compared to most crypto startups. It did not get me, but I thought it was really funny. And I like the effort they put in. I mean, it's a whole like product launch.
And it's about dogs. Huge.
I know.
Who
Okay,
wouldn't
fun
want
fact.
dogs to work?
Fun fact about Reika.eth. She knows literally she's like a dog encyclopedia. So in ChatGPT, just send her a photo of a dog and she'll know what breed it is, their personality, their lifespan, and how to groom them. I'm not even joking. Blow up her DMs right now.
It's reverse ChatGPT. ChatGPT asks me, did you say that? ChatGPT sends her a picture.
You are the compute.
I compute. As my primary special interest from like ages 5 to 14. Yes.
Verifiable compute. You're the source.
Mhm.
Okay, we already saw this one.
Yes.
We already saw. Okay, just shout out to Zerion team for dropping this from 3 different handles. I don't think this is any company, but just someone with their portfolio. Unless I don't get the joke. Do you know? Because I don't know.
No. It's just a big rug.
It says Wintermute got it true. Check the charts, but what chart do we check?
I don't know.
Okay. Sui launches a water park.
Let's do only one more because we are about time-ish. Introducing Sui Splash, the first decentralized water park experience. Dynamic ride access via token-gated Swoop Pass. NFC wristbands, non-custodial hot wallets. Smart floaties that adjust buoyancy based on DeFi liquidity. Water chain goes IRL.
Your narration voice, I'm loving it.
What is it like?
It's like it's
I
like
can't hear
a soft radio voice. I think you just rewind it to 42 after this ends and re-listen to it.
Okay. Because I
The
can't
pitch-
hear myself when I'm speaking. It
That's true.
sounds.
That's true.
Hell yeah. Guys, comment what this sounds like. All right. Let's do one more as our hooray.
Do you have a hard stop? Or is this 45
yeah.
minutes or am I losing
Yeah.
track of time? Oh, okay, fine. All right. Okay, this is what we have. Coin stats. Due to current market conditions, you can now apply to McDonald's directly from CoinStats.
This is funny.
Oh wait, it's true. It's real.
It would totally get me.
You want to know fun lore? I actually McDonald's. There was a period in my life where I applied for like McDonald's, Starbucks, and all of like the fast food chains as a normal 16-year-old American, and I got rejected. I didn't even get an interview at McDonald's.
What? For what? You're too young. How can you labor as a 16-year-old? That sounds illegal. America.
I mean, you're the one trying to get children to help farm airdrops. You did say it was for fun, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's not rewind there, shall we?
Yeah. So, anyways, McDonald's. Yeah, I got rejected, and I maybe that's a prerequisite. I cannot speak today. That is a joke in itself. Prerequisite for working in crypto.
It is. Rejected. I wonder how many people got rejected from McDonald's when I work in crypto. I think, honestly, that's like a probably pretty high ratio, like surprising ratio.
Okay. Should we wrap this up?
Mm-hmm. All right, team. This was a fun impromptu session of roasting April Fool's various levels of effort and funniness and relatability. I could not pick a winner. Maybe we could about the 3 prongs. By the way, I started showing 3 like this, like an American. It's crazy.
What's the European way? Show me
Yes.
Whoa, really? I can't even do that.
And this, I've noticed that this week that I'm sitting in a call and I'm doing this and I'm like,
You guys use your
Sorry.
thumb? I can't even put my 4th finger down.
oh,
My joints are not built for that.
Either way, thank you everyone for joining. We'll be back with a more normal marketing roast next time. This was our episode 7 though, because we want to keep grinding. And I hope this lifted your spirits a little bit. It did mine. But it
It did
might just be
mine.
Emily.
Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye.